Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Huskers will boot it away to start the game. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And, David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
Looking to throw, it's Pedrino. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this guy's really feeling it. Of course, last week he had 2 sacks, and here he is in this one, registering his first. This guy very quickly is making a name for himself as one of the best pass rushers in college football.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
The Huskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Got room to work. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He'll pull it on the read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Huskers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To the air, it's Gilliam. It's complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And coaches sometimes can get hesitant, right? With a long field goal, 40-plus yards into the wind, sometimes you'll see them go for or punt the football. They believe in their kicker. How about that? Drives it through the wind, 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Creates a little room, and maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Here comes the heat. Finds his man, it's Roberts. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Kansas State will have to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. QB draw. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Nebraska. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year.
There he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Gilliam. Setting up the screen. Past the 40. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, I think a big key to linebackers having success when they blitz is the timing. Did you see how perfect that timing was by that linebacker? It's almost as if he knew when the snap count was. Great anticipation.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The inside handoff. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
You want to talk about leg talent. That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wheeler. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Gonna run it. It's Landry. They are searching for any type of answer they can find, down 6-0. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Looking downfield, it's Pedrino. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They put points on the board on a couple of drives, but now they'd like to stick one in the end zone. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. There's the pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Pedrino. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. He's got an open man. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Wants to throw. It's Gilliam. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Marches ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska!
How about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. North Carolina is being humbled today. There's just no other way to say it. A complete and thorough thumping in Chapel Hill. They're trailing by 14 to Florida State.
Nice move there.
Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll heave it deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Got his man quickly. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll go to the air. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wheeler. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Back to throw. It's Pedrino. Pressure coming. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Roberts. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And they spike it to stop the clock. Defense playing a bail technique. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to fire on second down. Rushes on him. They get to him as he throws.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion.
Deep shot for the end zone. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. No good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, back to the sea of red and our guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Wildcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. He's got it on the right. Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. The give from the gun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. It's Gilliam. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced third and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burke. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Quarterback on the keeper. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Wheeler. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy. And I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looking to throw, it's Pedrino. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Tough linebackers getting after quarterbacks. The Huskers have a rich tradition of that.
Yeah, and you think about the black shirts, and you hear that if you're a Nebraska fan, you know exactly what that means. Guys that are different, guys that see it, that hunt it, that go get the football like this guy just did.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got it behind the line. It's Tyree. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. The kick is on its way. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know,
he'll take the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be knocked down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Back to throw, it's Pedrino. Makes the grab on the left. Nice pickup there, gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Looking for space, it's Landry. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one, it's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Roberts. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Makes the quick grab, and they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To the air, it's Gilliam.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Cornhuskers are marching down the field. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their 1st pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, Ole Miss and LSU have battled to the final whistle. Here's a quick breakdown. Ole Miss showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Top 25 teams and a very clear outcome today, guys. Ought to be fun to see how the rankings are impacted this week.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Oh, it's a reverse. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got it in the middle, it's Roberts. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Pedrino. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the run, it's Landry. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Gives it on the option. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Caught behind the line. It's Tyree. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Pedrino. Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Under fire. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert
offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that fourth down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Burke. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Looking to pick up a first down on third and short from the 43. They go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Huskers will punt this one away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Looking for room. It's Landry. Just enough there to get it to the 25. A pickup of 2. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Pedrino. Buys a little time with his feet. And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. The screen, he's got wheels. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Offense gets set for second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Motion from the wideout. Now on the move. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. He'll keep it himself. And he's dragged down. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. smashes it between the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 4 over Western Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the catch. It's Wheeler.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Pedrino. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Wheeler. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Wildcats will hustle to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes the grab. It's Tyree. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Kansas State trying to convert this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you can tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.